Mark Cutkosky, professore di ingegneria meccanica alla Stanford University. Prego la regia di mandare il saluto.
Hello, I'm Mark Cutkosky. I'm a professor at Stanford University, and I want to talk a little bit about tools you can use to improve the creativity of a geographically distributed team communicating over the internet. On the left, you see me with a team of experts. We're very diverse, but we come to a shared understanding. We're all in the same space. On the right, you see what's often the more common situation where your team is distributed and collaborating over the internet. And it's known that that can cause problems. You have people not only with different time zones and locations, different languages, and different cultures. And it's, in fact, documented that culture can interfere with collaboration when cultural norms result in different approaches to problem solving. I like to think of the problem as illustrated with the graphic at right. So there you have two members of a geographically distributed team, and they're trying to work together. Well, the first level is just communication, but you want to do more than that. You want cooperation, and you want them to form a tight-knit and creative team. And in order to do that, you have to build increasing levels of trust and understanding. And one of the tools you can use to increase that understanding is to build empathy across members of your team. And I'm going to show you a simple example of a tool that helps with that. To frame the problem, let me give a quick example. We teach a graduate design course. We've done it for many years, and we often launch the course with a short exercise to get people to know each other. For example, develop a human-powered vehicle entirely out of paper and cardboard products. In this example, we had 3 very capable students. They're in fact all now high technology leaders in Silicon Valley. One of them is a billionaire. And I show you here a message that was posted on an internal social media. Grazie alla studentessa Eliana Pirozzi. We had it translated into Italian because getting the informal tone right is actually quite important. I'll give you just a moment to read this. And I actually want to call your attention to the part that I've underlined. What you can see, here's a very sharp guy, un ingegnere molto serio. But you ask yourself whether he could be difficult to work with on a team. You want to take advantage of him, but you have to come to a shared understanding with him. So this is the challenge. And you can use design thinking tools to help foster empathy. So one of the tools that we introduce is something developed from Professor Doug Wild, and it's a series of questions, and I'm going to show you a quick example here. We ask each person on the team to answer these questions. For example, when faced with a new product development challenge, my first preference is to, I like to take some time to think about the problem, perhaps sketching ideas, making notes. My best ideas often come to me when I'm in this reflective mode. And you may say to yourself, yes, that's me. Or maybe not. You say, no. What I like to do, I like to talk to people and look things up and go places and get as much input as I can. My best ideas are often triggered by external interactions. Well, both of these are equally valid, but they also point to different ways of thinking about challenging problems. So with the help of Doug Wild, we put together a survey, which he designed, and I'll give you pointers to that in a moment. And there's a series of questions that only takes a few minutes to answer. And basically, for each question, you pick either the alternative on the left or the right, depending on which seems more appropriate. If they both seem equally valid, fine, pick both of them. If neither one seems appropriate, leave them both blank. And in the end, you will get a score. And the interesting part comes when you start to compare your score with that from other people on the team. And you will find that even people who have a similar background are likely to have very different scores on this tool. And when you add that to cultural and other differences, it's easy to see how team members could misinterpret the actions or apparent inaction of others. The bottom line message is that different ways of Different people have different ways of approaching challenging problems, and you can take advantage of this. In fact, if you do, you will increase the creativity of your team. So let me close with some links to some references where some of this material is covered, and I thank you for your time.
Grazie al professore, che tra l'altro è stato all'Università di Pisa per 6 mesi, ha insegnato 6 mesi anche a Pisa e ci ha fatto un quadro globale, di una situazione globale, capacità di capire le varie culture in un mondo globale, eccetera. Non mi trattengo oltre, chiedo solo alla professoressa Gianvaldoni di concludere con 1 minuto, non di più.
Allora, abbiamo visto che noi stiamo offrendo stimoli, stiamo offrendo spunti. Da questo stimolo i ragazzi avranno il tempo di maturare altre connessioni, altri rapporti con il mondo delle istituzioni e con il mondo dell'azienda. Quindi non si pretende di essere esaustivi, ma di offrire uno strumento appunto, per il toolbox dei giovani. Mi è piaciuto quando avete detto che di fatto è un ripensamento, dove i giovani sono al centro e noi siamo a servizio dei giovani per aiutarli poi a crescere, a maturare nella vita. Loro sceglieranno di farlo in modo autonomo, sta a noi offrire delle possibilità e poi autonomamente si daranno forma. Noi formazione, no? Facciamo. Quindi ciascuno si darà la propria forma a livello professionale e anche umano, lo offriamo dei modelli. E credo comunque che questo vada fatto continuamente, con l'appoggio di tutti. Quindi mi auguro che ci sarà anche poi in futuro un approfondimento con le aziende, con anche altri ragazzi, proprio con le istituzioni, diciamo, in questa direzione. Quindi la cooperazione, la collaborazione e nella gratificazione reciproca.
Grazie professoressa. Microformazione e social, le potenzialità abbiamo visto sono notevoli. Videolink, un progetto che lascerà il segno nel campo della formazione per un'Italia che sia più al passo con i tempi, di un'Europa, oserei dire. Grazie a tutti e un caro saluto agli amici che ci seguono attraverso la web TV della Camera dei Deputati.